Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan and thanks for joining us for our RainWatch update recorded on Friday, March the 1st. Welcome to autumn on the meteorological calendar. Let's kick it off with the animated wind map, and we've got this high pressure zone to the northwest of the country. It's going to move northwards past New Zealand over the weekend, and behind it, down here in the Southern Ocean, some stormy stuff about to move through, especially on Monday and Tuesday. So between now and then, in come the westerlies and the temperatures go up even further, especially for inland and eastern areas where that western northwesterly will be much warmer. Here we are on Saturday, so it's coming out of Australia, coming out of the subtropics and blowing across the North Island and the upper South Island. So Marlborough, North Canterbury and the eastern side of the North Island, plus many inland parts of the North Island, are going to feel the heat as we go through Saturday. But it's cloudier down here. That cloud will thicken up around Taranaki as we go through the day, and some rain on the west coast. You can see the westerly winds coming out of the Southern Ocean. So the temperatures are about to drop, but it's going to take a couple of days before that actually happens. Once we get to Sunday, there's an area of patchy rain, very similar to what we had just a week ago, with the same kind of setup. Bit of hit and miss rain coming through. Not everyone will get it. Some heavier falls though through some central parts of the North Island, leaning to the western side. Eastern areas of both islands look mostly dry. And there is the storm for Monday starting to develop, blowing a southerly through Tasmania. So let's have a look at the rainfall for the next 48 hours. This shows the weekend's rain. The red areas, you can see them around Auckland, Waikato, Eastern Bay of Plenty, the southern ranges of the North Island, and the northwestern corner of the South Island. That's where the heaviest falls will be. Now, the way the maps forecast the showers can still move around a bit. This is how we think it'll be, but sometimes they can move a little further northwards or southwards. So you might find that wet area here might move a little further up or down. So don't totally lock that in, but you get the idea that there is the westerly change coming through, and that drives in a little bit of wet weather. Monday is the day though when most of that rain comes on through. Rainfall totals vary around the North Island because of the fact that the center of the storm, 978 is the forecast at this stage, well south of the country, and so that means the energy maker is a long way from the North Island. Still some heavy falls, could be some thunderstorms in there. Most of the heavy rain will be on the west coast of the South Island, and most of that in the southern half of it. On top of the rain, there's snow on the mountains coming as the day wears on, and the strong nor'westers. There are a couple of surges of wind. One will be on Monday morning and into the afternoon, and then the second one on Tuesday coming in for the South Island, and again maybe for the lower part of the North Island, central New Zealand, this area right here. The blue lines shows the colder air taking a bite out of the atmosphere, so there will be snow on the mountains and ranges. If you think it's going to snow at your location, take a look at our forecasts. If the snow symbol is showing snow is likely, if it's not, then any snow will be very short-lived. But you can see pretty cold down here around Southland and Otago, with snow flurries on the mountains and ranges for you. So Monday and Tuesday are certainly a bit stormy, but look at Wednesday. We've got this weak low lying between Christchurch and the Chatham Islands. A south to southwesterly for most places, a few showers here and there, but the high that is rolling in, and you see it doing that more so on Thursday, and it's a big system, stretches all the way back to Western Australia. And Friday, the final map we've got here showing that high still in charge, no real low pressure behind it, and the next high building in the Indian Ocean. Our Climate Watch update is out today, covering the month of March and also the next few months ahead. We'll be breaking down the rainfall a lot more, but this is the next 7 days of rainfall expected. You can see there's a sort of blob of heavier rain around the western North Island. Like I say, that could move up and down a little more than it shows here. And there might be some other areas. Our rainfall maps that we show you here don't really include the mountains. This is more for sort of where most people are living. And so you can see heavier rain on the western side of the North Island, western side of the South Island, and coming into Southland as well. And that is all from me for our Rain Watch for this week. Welcome to the month of March. Don't forget Climate Watch, also out today, covering, as I just said, the month of March and also the next few months ahead, taking a look at the rainfall. Got a little bit of good news in there and a little bit of bad, so it's all kind of fairly typical for a weather forecaster. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.